Hello, welcome to this video. My name's Dan, aka Lucent Music, and today I'm going to be reacting to Taylor Swift's surprise new album, Folklore, in full. Let's go. So earlier today, Taylor Swift decided to announce that she was releasing a brand new album tonight at midnight. The time is 8 minutes to midnight. I hope you can see that. Can you see that? 7 hours later. So did my whole intro ready, and of course it didn't come out midnight UK time, but midnight in America. Coffee? Anyone? I'm ready to seize the day and listen to Taylor Swift's new album, so let's go. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I do a weekly show called Have You Heard, where actually this week I actually listened to Taylor Swift's New Romantics. And make sure you like this video if you like it. It really supports me, so yeah, thanks. So this is track number 1, The One. I love the sound of that piano. Oh, nice. Oh, she's seeing ghosts. She's missing someone, isn't she? The greatest films of all time we never made. Oh, learning from heartache, I think. This is lovely. Oh, oh, this is this is lush. This is really lush. It's really like quiet. I love how like underproduced it is. Oh my god. That's really beautiful. I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, jeez. Tay-Tay. Oh, what a sweet, lovely song to open the album on. It's very melancholy, but it's not like sad, you know? I think she's kind of looking back and knowing that it wasn't going to be real, that it wasn't going to happen, but it would have been really nice had you actually been the one. Love that. Okay, cool. Let's do it. I'm excited about the next song. Okay, so this is Cardigan. So this is the single, I think. So this is track number 2, Cardigan. Ooh. Oh, this is lush. That organ is really atmospheric. Oh. Huh. Chase 2 girls and lose the one. Oh. So romantic. She was the lost and found, like, and she was found by this guy, but it sounds like ultimately he went off with somebody else. This has such a nice kind of rolling feel to it. It's like maybe she's by the campfire or something. Oh, Peter losing Wendy. These are the folk tales, aren't they? Oh, young, naive love, you know? There's just something about this that's really getting to me. Maybe I'm just really tired. She really loved this person. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, there's something that I couldn't quite put my finger on in that song that was just so beautiful. It was so atmospheric. She obviously loved that person so deeply, and it comes over. It's almost like you don't have to even listen to the lyrics. It just comes over like you're right there with her, and she's telling you this stuff about this person that she loved who left her. It made me tear up a bit. Yeah, there's something about like these kind of highly romantic songs that just really resonates with me. So this is track number 3, The Last Great American Dynasty. I love how like underproduced it is. It's really like raw for Taylor. Ah. Feels like a train. Oh, that guitar. Huh. Some sort of young romance glowing. What? Huh. Is she talking about herself? This is so... I'm not sure I can talk. Huh. feel sorry for this girl. I think she might be referring to people's views of her. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, she's talking about herself. This is so honest. It's really so beautiful. This, oh, bloody hell. Okay, let me just regain composure a little bit. I don't know, like, there's just something about, like, how stripped back all of the production is, and it's just, like, it just feels so personal. I'm just connecting to every word she's saying to me. It's so good. And, like, it seemed as if she was, you know, talking about this, like, beautiful couple, and then her saying it was her, maybe it was her fault that his heart gave out. Maybe it's metaphorical, I don't know, but like when she revealed that she was actually talking about herself and talking about the way that other people see her, like it's almost like she's saying, you know, look at this girl, she's out there ruining everybody's lives. Like it sounds as if like that's how she felt everybody else thought of her. I don't know how I'm going to be able to choose a favourite song on this album. Okay, so far this album has been so beautiful. Oh, okay, can't wait to listen to the rest, honestly. So this is song number 4. This is Exile feat. Bon Iver. The piano's... It must be some small, like, almost out of tune piano. It's, like, it's just got so much emotion to it. It's been cheated on. Someone left him, like... So low. Beautiful. It's really sad. It's like a wounded animal. Her lyrics are just so beautiful. You can tell they're kind of more unedited, but they didn't see it coming. Oh, it's such a beautiful story, like, so sad. Because still got to see each other, Jesus. Relatable though. Oh god, that time I saw my ex. This is so good. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. It's so good. Wow. Such a full story. You know, standing in the hall with your arms around another man and left on my own, kind of feeling like you're exiled from your normal life. Having to see this person around town. I remember when I bumped into my ex-boyfriend one time. This is song number 5, My Tears Ricochet. I'm not expecting a happy song. There's something so delicate about these songs. Oh, just really open about her self-doubt. So something about this guy is he's not leaving her alone, even after the breakup. This imagery is really dark. She misses this person. It's like they've broken up and she's like, stop rubbing it in, you know, leave me alone. We're not perfect. Like the lyrics in this album, like particularly that one, it really does feel like she's quite low. Maybe she wrote it in the loneliness of lockdown. She wrote it like as the pandemic's been going on. Maybe all these kind of like reticent feelings kind of came out, and what came out was really sad and really reflective. The pandemic and the lockdown has really made everybody reflect on their lives. Like all that extra time to think has really allowed us to kind of gain a level of perspective, and it really sounds like this is that album for Taylor. Hopefully, like in her managing to express this through this music, it's allowed her to have some catharsis, you know? Right, so this is number 6. This is Mirabal. Let's go. Feels a bit like 90s indie. That's really beautiful. This metaphor is so lovely. I love that Mirabal reflecting who you are on the dance floor. Maybe she is the Mirabal. She falls hard, Taylor. kind of a slightly negative edge to some of these lyrics. Like feeling like she has to change herself for someone. She's really devoting herself to this person, almost at her own detriment. Oh. So that's kind of like, it's kind of turned into something like she's trying to stop this person from going by trying to be this shiny thing. Oh my god. Lyrically, that started off as like, you know, revealing who you are, like I'll take you to the dance floor, and like the reflections from the Mirabal, we can show each other who we are type thing, to like, I'm the Mirabal and I'm trying to like be this shiny object so that you won't leave. That's kind of what I got from the story. I love the stories that she's creating with each of these songs. It really does feel like each one is like a tale, you know, like a fairy tale. And you know, it's called folklore, right? And maybe it's like every single song is one of these folk tales. Like you can tell that she wrote the lyrics and she didn't hand it around a million people to try and like get the perfect lyric. It's like she's strong enough an artist that she doesn't need to do that. She really appreciates the fact that she has a huge fan base of loyal people who love what she does, and she's writing directly to them. It's so refreshing to hear. This is song number 7, and it's called 7. She's talking about being a child. I love when they talk about the title of the album in the lyrics. Really does feel like each of these songs could be performed around a fire, you know? Who's this friend? Oh, I love what we passed on. This is lush. Beautiful. So she's talking about maybe this young friend that was in like an angry household, and she wanted to pass her love on to this friend. It's kind of like a simple, like childlike feeling, like innocence, you know? I love that thing about passed on like folk songs. I love passes on. Like that's really lovely. Really beautiful comparison to draw. Wow. Love that. Really nice. Really nice. So she was singing a song about her 7-year-old self and a friend. Like, really innocent song. I really love that lyric about it being like folk songs, passing love on between generations. Right, okay, cool. Oh, I love it. Right, this is song number 8, August, which is the 8th month. Maybe that's why she did that. Like a romantic summer. Oh. So she's had this like summer romance. It almost feels like you know, that kind of sun-drenched thing, and maybe she wished it would go on longer, but it didn't. She's such a beautiful lyricist. Oh. Oh. Those lyrics are just so, you know, so beautifully romantic. I love that. August slipped away like a bottle of wine. It really feels like there's a kind of Italian feel to it. Back when I was living for the hope of it all. There's such a naivety to this romance. There's such a naivety to the whole album. I love that she's embraced that. It's really beautiful. I love this. It's difficult to put into words. She's captured such feeling. It's so rich. Oh, bloody hell, it's so good. It's so good. She really captured that sun-drenched, nostalgic, you know, like looking back at that summer and thinking how beautiful was it, but I never had you. Like, it was almost like she had this like beautiful summer romance, but that's all it was. When you're in a relationship with someone and you're on different levels, I think that's what so much of what this album seems to be about, is about being on a different page to somebody else and looking back and thinking, what if only we were on the same page, you know? This is song number 9. This is me trying. It's got a different feel to it, this one. Oh, there's a darkness in this song. Huh. It's like I might not be perfect, but I'm trying my best. Like, have some understanding. Huh. I got wasted, like all my potential. She's so complicated that she's just trying her best. She's admitting that she's made mistakes and that she's not perfect, but she's trying her best. Oh. She's not afraid to have silence in these songs, actually. Like, I liked how the opening was very slow and didn't kind of, like, there wasn't lyrics straight away. I think there's a tendency at the moment to really get into the song right away, to really capture people's attention. But she's really kind of taking the opposite direction and having these moments of quiet that are really lovely and really beautiful. I loved the story of that, you know. You know, like, I wasn't the one pouring the whiskey, and now I'm pouring my heart out to a stranger. Like, I'm trying my best, and I might not always get it right, and I might be totally in my head and like my mental this mental cage, you know. This is kind of almost like a therapy, and she's just admitted to herself, look, I'm trying my best, and that's all you can really do. Yeah, love that, really lovely. So this is song number 10, Illicit Affairs. Beautiful playing, such a delicate vocal. So she said to have some sort of secret relation. Oh. It's like having to hide this thing is almost killing her every time. Is this an affair? Is that why they're hiding it? Something born out of lies is never great, you know? I feel like maybe she's the other woman. Huh. This guy's using the fact that she's so emotionally invested in him. She just falls so hard, you know. Oh my god. Oh, that was beautiful. Like, she just tells such a rich story in every song, and that one just, like, there's something so sad about that. I think it sounds to me as if maybe she's the other woman, and he's cheating on somebody else with Taylor, and he's having to leave the house in the middle of the night with his hoodie up, and, you know, so he can't be seen, and she can't see him around because it's breaking her heart, and it's almost like he's using her, but, like, it's breaking her heart a million times. I really feel for her. Sensitive people, we get used and abused. You know, I'm getting texts from my friend. Shout out to Claire. She texted me yesterday saying, Taylor's releasing a new album tonight. And I was like, so thank you, Claire, for telling me about this so that I could get my reaction out as soon as possible. Song number 11, Invisible String. She's dreaming of romance, you know. Huh. It's like the thought of that red ribbon that in Japanese folklore that like ties two people together by fate. Oh, one single thread of gold tied me to you. Through all the trials and tribulations, there was this person there. Fate brought them together. Sorry, I didn't have any sort of, like, I was just really feeling it then. Got a bit lost. I love the idea of fate bringing two people together, like, and she went through all these, like, difficult relationships and cold as the steel of my axe to grind against all the boys that broke my heart. Yeah. That's really cute. After all that, there was still the string that tied them together. Now on to song number 12. This is Mad Woman. I love that guitar. She's an emotional person, you know. She deserves to fight back. She's angry. Huh, you made her like that. It's not her fault. I love the instrumentation. That kind of super fast guitar, but it's so like understated. Like he was waiting for her to slip up so that he could wrap his noose around her neck. Yeah, this person's not good. It's talking about like how as a female she's not really, doesn't feel like she's allowed that feeling. Women always get told off for being too emotional, but like she's not mad just because she's crazy. You're making her that way. Every time you call her crazy, she gets more crazy. Of course. That fast kind of finger picking thing was really beautiful. Kind of gave this kind of rolling feel. There's something about the way society tells women that they're too emotional and they need to calm down. You need to calm down. That's just so unfair, actually. Like, we're all humans. We all have emotions. Just because she doesn't push them down and squash them doesn't mean that she deserves any less respect, really. And actually, I think she deserves more respect because she's very open and very honest about her emotions, and she's very vulnerable, which is a very strong thing. I think that speaks for not only women but for all sensitive people. I often feel like people tell me to be less emotional, less dramatic, but for me, like, it's who I am and it's my superpower. Like, it allows me to empathize and it allows me to connect with people on a deep level, you know. Yep, so this is song number 13. This is Epiphany. It's like a movie. So rich. Got chills. Maybe this is about the pandemic. It's kind of ethereal, this song. Slow and it's kind of angelic. I wonder what she's talking about. I wonder who she's talking about. Is someone dying? I'm not sure. Oh, you can hear the beep of the monitor. I think someone might be sick. And they're looking for some sort of epiphany. And they've battled through it together, but I don't think she can save this person. Oh my god, I've got goosebumps. I'll be really interested to like hear what the real meaning behind that one is. It's not quite so obvious as to what the storyline is, but to me it sounds like, and the way they use like the heart monitor, either about a family member or somebody sick. Maybe it's to do with the pandemic and kind of the perspective of somebody having to like try and find some miracle cure and save this person. I don't know, but either way it was stunning. You know, when that heart monitor came in, is like a real moment, you know. Beautiful. Wow. It's so understated. During the pandemic, she sung a song called Soon You'll Get Better at the One World Benefit, which was about her mum getting sick. So maybe that song was related to her mum being sick again. Maybe she wrote it for her. That's hard. That's hard. Beautiful, though. Stunning. All right, song number 14. This is Betty. Who is Betty? Oh, harmonica. We're by the campfire now. She's gone back to her country roots. Oh. She's really reflecting, isn't she? She's reflecting on the mistakes of her past. Like this friend that she hurt when she was 17. I love how this, like, the whole album is really embracing her mistakes. So saying I'm sorry. Aww. We all do horrible stuff when we're teenagers, really, don't we? We don't know what we're doing with in the world. It's all about learning and growing. Lovely. Oh. So she's gone back. Oh, just saying sorry, you know? What happened when you showed up at the party? Does she have a relationship with this girl? Oh, that was beautiful. So, bear with me. I think that, like, maybe there was some sort of same-sex romance going on with her. I was a bit confused over some of the gender pronouns when she was talking about, I was lying next to you and then dreaming of her, like dreaming of kissing her, like, I'll turn up at your door and I'll kiss you, and will it be like I always dreamed of? Maybe she was experimenting with this girl and this girl turned out to be gay, and maybe she felt like she was playing with her emotions by like not like reciprocating romantically or not committing. Maybe she was scared of a same-sex relationship, and now she's looking back all these years later and she feels so bad for how maybe she felt like she used this person and then let her go, and she's looking back thinking, you know, what if, you know, if I come to your door and show up at your party, will you accept me? That was really wonderful. I really love that. I just love how she paints such a full story with each of these songs. Like, it's so good. Oh, I love it. This is song number 15. This is Peace. Ooh. Sounds quite hopeful.
I never had the courage in my conviction, me. No, I could never give you peace. But I would die for you in secret.
Wow.
The depth I could never give you peace.
Huh. I'm not perfect. It's really embracing her faults.
With you in the trenches.
Oh, she's so devoted.
The rain is always gonna come if you're standing.
Yeah.
With me.
Oh, Taylor. Wow, I would die for you in secret. Let's just. Oh. Oh. Is this a family member? Oh. Wow. That was that was beautiful, really. That's all I can say. My critical opinion is out the window. That was just beautiful. Would it ever be enough if I could never give you peace? But I'll keep your brittle heart warm. You know, it's like, I can offer you something, I can be there for you, but I'm not perfect, and there's drama surrounds me, and, you know, the rain's always going to fall if you stand with me, but, like, I'm still here for you. Is that enough? So heartbreakingly vulnerable, like, amazing. I love it. Jesus, that was such a beautiful song. Right, so here's the last song on the album, number 16. This is Hoax.
My only one, my smoking gun, eclipsed sun, this has broke. Stood on the clear side.
She's still so in love with this person. She's so sad. That lyric, standing on the cliffside just screaming. She's gonna miss this person. Something about being so intimate with somebody. I feel really bad for her. Oh. What happened? Did she lose her mum? I think she's lost somebody, and she's saying, you know, nothing else is gonna match up. That's a really heartbreaking end to the album. Oh god. We knew that her mum was sick again, didn't we? It's called Hoax. I mean, almost like maybe she doesn't believe it's true. If it is about her mum passing away, I can understand that, like, you know, you'd want it to be a hoax. I don't know whether her mum has passed away, but, like, maybe this is reflecting on how she would feel. Like maybe she's just like, I don't know what I would do without you. Like, as she said, like standing on the cliff edge, screaming. I kind of expected the album to kind of have like a kind of uptick in kind of emotional, like learning about her life. But honestly, it just lays it all bare. How heartbreaking. Oh my God. I didn't expect to get this emotional over that album, like, but it was just wonderful. Right, so that's the whole thing. There we go. Wow, I mean, overall, just like, what a stunning album. She just lays it all bare. It's just so vulnerable, like so totally vulnerable. And that's just wonderful. That's so beautiful. She's written such a gorgeous piece of art there. And like, for me, like the main prevailing lesson from the album is really embracing your mistakes, embracing the mistakes in your past and saying, you know what, I did those things. I am that person. I'm not perfect, but I'm choosing to let go. And I think that there's a real kind of narrative thing that you can link that to folk stories. I think that folk tales in themselves, they're cautionary tales. They are things where people have made mistakes, but you're telling that story so the next person can learn from that. And I think that that's what she's doing with this album. And I think that's why she's called it Folklore, is because she's looking at the mistakes in her past, looking at the mistakes in her relationships, looking at her grief over her mother and relaying it to us with such vulnerability, maybe hoping that we can take it with us and that we can learn something from it. And in that way, she's giving us her own folklore. Wow. So favourites on the album. So definitely Hoax. Peace and Hoax were just, like, the whole album felt so vulnerable. And then to have those two songs on the end, they just felt so... Actually, Betty as well. Those last three songs were just so gut-wrenching. They were beautiful. So I think I'd say that, like, those three songs were among my favourites. Oh, Epiphany too. Oh my God. Okay, so the last four songs. I love the last four songs. I also loved the beginning of the album too. Exile was beautiful. The Last Great American Dynasty. The Last Great American Dynasty was like, really touched me. So I think probably my favourite songs were The One, Cardigan, The Last Great American Dynasty, Betty, Peace and Hoax. Those six probably really, they stand out for me. So if I were to have a criticism, I think maybe it could have had a couple less songs because it felt like it could have been a bit tighter. But honestly, like, I mean, that's all kind of part of the story. It's a little bit rambling, but that's kind of what folk tales are about, you know? It's unedited, it's open and vulnerable. And actually, like, although it could have been a tighter album, maybe she didn't want it to be a tight album. It's a very raw album. And I think that actually works in its favour. It makes the emotions and the lyrics feel so present because she's just so... Because the whole thing itself is so raw. It's just wonderful, wonderful album. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I've been Dan, aka Illicit Music. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I have a new weekly show where I react and then do a lyric breakdown to some of your favourite songs. So make sure you get involved with that. It's great fun. Yeah, and like the video if you liked it. This was such a beautiful album for me to listen to. I'm glad that I get to share the experience with people watching. So comment below about what your favourite songs were, like which songs really got you, which ones gave you chills and which ones made you cry. I really want to know. Yeah, I really hope you got something from this video. I definitely got something from making it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.